You probably know about the word statistics, but do you know what quartiles and deciles are? Okay guys, let's discuss about this topic. Okay guys, so the first one is quartile. So what is quartile? Quartile is a value that divides an ordered set of data into four equal parts, namely the first part, second part, third part, and fourth part. For single data, to find Q1 equals 1 per 4 times parenthesis n plus 1. To find Q2 equals 1 per 2 times parenthesis n plus 1. And to find Q3 equals 3 per 4 times parenthesis n plus 1. And what is n? N is number of data. Okay guys, to better understand it, let's just go straight to the example. Okay guys, so here's the example. So the data that I take is the number of districts and cities from several provinces in Indonesia. And this data I take from infojabodetabek.com. As we can see, Riau is 12, Bengkulu is 10, DKI Jakarta is 6, DKI Yogyakarta is 5, Bali is 9, North Sulawesi is 15, and Southeast Sulawesi is 17. From the data, we can write 12, 10, 6, 5, 9, 15, and 17. And this is what we will use to find Q1, Q2, and Q3. So guys, in this example, we will calculate the location of Q1, Q2, and Q3 using the previous data, namely 12, 10, 6, 5, 9, 15, 17. But guys, what you must remember is that to calculate the location of quartiles and even deciles and percentiles, you must sort the data first, smallest to the largest, so that it becomes 5, 6, 9, 10, 12, 15, 17. In this data, we can calculate directly that n or the number of data is 7. So we just enter the formula. First, to find Q1, we use the formula Q1 equals 1 per 4 times parenthesis n plus 1 equals 1 per 4 times parenthesis 7 plus 1 equals 1 per 4 times 8 equals 2. So Q1 equals X2 equals 6. Artinya letak Q1 berada pada data yang kedua yaitu 6. Next Q2. Q2 equals 1 per 2 times parenthesis n plus 1 equals 1 per 2 times parenthesis 7 plus 1 equals 1 per 2 times 8 equals 4. So Q2 equals X4 equals 10. Artinya letak Q2 berada pada data keempat yaitu 10. Next, the last one is Q3. To find Q3, we use the formula Q3 equals 3 per 4 times parenthesis n plus 1 equals 3 per 4 times parenthesis 7 plus 1 equals 3 per 4 times 8 equals 6. So Q3 equals F6 equals 2. Artinya letak Q3 berada pada data ke-6 yaitu 2. So to find location of quartile in the data, the formula is QI equals TBI plus parenthesis 1 plus 4 times N minus FK divided by FE times P. So Q is quartile, TBI is tepi bawah kelas persentil, N is the number of data, I is 1, 2, 3, FK is jumlah frekuensi kumulatif sebelum kelas quartile, and the last one is P, panjang kelas. Okay, here's the example. So for the example, I took the number of districts in several provinces in Indonesia, and I took this data from infojabodetabek.com. From the previous data, we can write it down as 18, 25, 12, 10, 9, 13, 9, 13, 6, 18, 8, 21, 12, 13, 11, 11, 21, 15, 5, 6, 9, 8, 28, 12. But remember guys, the first step for calculating quartiles and deciles, then we have to sort the data from the smallest to the largest, so that it becomes 5, 6, 6, 8, 8, 9, 9, 9, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12, 12, 13, 13, 13, 15, 18, 18, 21, 21, 25, 28. Here we already have a frequency table that we have created from the previous data. The question is to find the value of Q3. First, we have to determine the location of Q3 with the formula I per 4 times n. Because Q3, then we fill the value of I with 3. So we write 3 per 4 times n. N is the number of frequencies. We count the number of frequencies, so we get 24. So here we multiply by 24. So we get 3 per 4 times 24 equals 18. Then Q3 is located on the cumulative frequency containing the number 18. It will automatically be located here at the cumulative frequency of 18. Then in this class, the Q3 value is located. Just enter the formula. Remember that for class Q3 is in the cumulative frequency class 18. Then for TB-Q3, it is obtained from 12 minus 0.5 equals 12.5 plus 3 per 4 times n. We have got the result which is 18. Minus FK3 means the cumulative frequency before Q3 class automatically is 14. Then here it is written 18 minus 14. Before FQ3, this is the frequency of the third quartile class, which is 4. For the p-value, it is obtained by counting how many numbers there are starting from 5, 6, 7, 8. It turns out that there are 4 numbers. Then we write 4 for P. Then we write 12.5 plus in brackets 4 per 4 times 4 equals 12.5 plus 4 equals 16.5. Then the value of Q3 is 16.5. Next is decile. So what is decile? Decile is a collection of data in the form of ranking statistics or ordered data, which is divided into 10 equal parts. Okay, so there are 4 steps to find the location of decile. Okay, the first one, determine the number of data or variables in the population or sample which is denoted by n. Second, sort all data or variables in the population in ascending order or from lowest to highest. Third, based on the required deciles, determine the value by adding 1 to the total number of data in the population, then dividing the sum by 10, and finally multiplying the result by the power of the decile. Fourth, then based on the decile value, the appropriate variable comes out from the data in the population. First, deciles per single data. The formula is I times parentheses n plus 1 divided by 10. So for example, you want to find the fourth decile, then I is replaced by 4. Means 4 times parentheses n plus 1 divided by 10. I is 1, 2, 3, 2, 9. N is the number of data. This is the formula we use to find the deciles for single data. Okay guys, so here's the example. So for the example, I take the number of districts and cities in several provinces in Indonesia. And this data I took from infojabodetabek.com. In the previous data, we can write it down as 23, 12, 19, 6, 27, 9, 15, 24, 13, 10, 29, 5, 35, 10. But remember guys, the first step for calculating deciles, we have to sort the data so that it becomes 5, 6, 9, 10, 10, 12, 13, 15, 19, 23, 24, 27, 29, 35. From the data above, we can count the number of data is 14. Now we find D4 by using the formula I times n plus 1 divided by 10. We change the I to 4 because we're looking for the 4th decile, and we change n to 14 according to the number of data. So 4 times 14 plus 1 divided by 10 equals 4 times 15 divided by 10 equals 60 divided by 10 equals 6. So D4 equals x6 equals 12. It means that the location of D4 is in the 6th data is 12. Next, determine the decile for the group data. So the formula is the E equals the E plus in brackets E per 10 times N minus sigma F min E per FE times P. The formula is almost the same as the quartile, but the difference is only that quartile is I per 4 because the quartile divides the data into 4 parts, while the decile is I per 10 because the decile divides the data into 10 equal parts. Okay guys, so here's the example. So for the example, I take the number of districts in several provinces in Indonesia, and this data I took from infojabodetabek.com. From the data above, we can write it down as 18, 25, 12, 10, 9, 13, 9, 13, 6, 18, 8, 21, 12, 13, 11, 11, 21, 15, 5, 6, 9, 8, 28, 12. But remember guys, the first step for calculating quartiles and deciles, then we have to sort the data from the smallest to the largest, so that it becomes 5, 6, 6, 8, 8, 9, 9, 9, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12, 12, 13, 13, 13, 15, 18, 18, 21, 21, 25, 28. Here we already have a frequency table that we have created from the previous data. The question is to find the value of D5. First, we have to determine the location of D5 with the formula I per 10 times n. Because D5, then we fill the value of I with 5. So we write 5 per 10 times n. N is the number of frequencies. We count the number of frequencies, so we get 24. So we get 5 per 10 times 24 equals 12. Then the location of D5 is located on the cumulative frequency containing the number 12. 5 is impossible because it is still lacking, automatically at the cumulative frequency of 14. So in this class, or at the cumulative frequency of 14, the D5 value is located. Just enter the formula T by D5 plus in brackets I per 10 times n minus sigma Fe per Fe times P. Remember for the class D5 is in the class cumulative frequency of 14. Then for T by D5, it is obtained from 9 minus 0.5 equals 8.5 plus in brackets I per 10 times n. We have got the result which is 12. Minus sigma Fe mean the cumulative frequency before the 5 class, automatically 5. Then here it is written 12 minus 5. For Fe, this is the frequency of the 5th decile class, which is 9. For the p-value, it is obtained by counting how many numbers there are starting from 5, 6, 7, 8. It turns out that there are 4 numbers. Then we write 4 for p. Then we write 8.5 plus in brackets 7 per 9 times 4 equals 8.5. Plus in brackets 28 per 9 equals 8.5 plus 3.11 equals 11.61. That's all from me. Thank you guys.